Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Today is Friday for us in this video, but I am doing this voiceover on Sunday when I'm actually finding the time to edit the video. So I don't quite remember what I tell you when I do start talking. I think I might tell you some things that I'm probably about to tell you, so if I'm repeating myself, I don't know, bear with me. This was Friday morning, and I just kind of was in a rush. I was busy. I wasn't really thinking about talking to the camera. So if I don't do a voiceover, it doesn't, I don't talk to you for like 4 or 5 minutes, show my face and talk to you. So I figured I'd do a voiceover so you didn't have to sit and wait. I got up and I just got right to it. I was making pizza doughs. I was making bread. I was working out while the bread was taking its turn mixing, and the pizza dough and all of that. And just doing all the things, just staying busy the whole time. So I just, like I said, wasn't really thinking about opening my camera to talk to it because I was probably out of breath the whole time anyway, because in between working out, I would come do some more bread and all of that. So it was just a busy morning. But you can see that I'm making 3 different things of sourdough pizza dough. I do 2 regular, one for the night, one for the freezer, and then I was attempting a sourdough gluten-free pizza dough, and it actually ended up really, really good. I was really proud of that. So I finally figured out how to make sourdough pizza. I don't have to worry about anything else. Or sourdough gluten-free pizza. So anytime we have pizza, I now know what I'm doing when it comes to Layla and possibly Wilder, depending on him. He can have gluten. He just does better off of it. So probably most people do, honestly, with everything that's sprayed all over the wheat. So I'm finding that out. But yeah, just a busy morning, and just figured I'd jump on here and do a voiceover. So like I said, you're not waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and being like, what in the world is this chick doing? So Fridays, I don't really make a huge breakfast or anything. I try to make Fridays my easy day. And so we just did toast for breakfast. That's Everly's plate. She had avocado on it. I think everybody else had jam or something. I don't remember at this point anymore. It was a few days ago now. And again, trying to catch up on editing videos. And then I'm coming outside to do something. And guess what I find? Another duck in the pool. They have popped that top piece. The pool is now theirs. They've claimed it. So, now they have 3 pools. They have that one, they have a blue plastic one down there, and they have a pink plastic one down there. So our ducks are now in heaven because they have all of the pools in the world. And then I just watched it swim around because why not? I think ducks are so cool. And then look who came over for the whole day today. Good morning and welcome back to our Friday. I'm so thankful it's Friday because that means my husband will be home for the next 2 days. We had him home yesterday. We love when he's home. I am so thankful it's the weekend and he'll be home with us. So this morning I have done a lot of things and I just wasn't in the mood to talk. So I'm going to do a voiceover. I have yet to do it, although you've already heard it. Isn't that funny? I have no idea what I'm going to say, but you already know. I was not in the mood. I was just half dead asleep and still working through all my stuff. I was making bread, I was making pizza dough, I was working out, I was doing all the things all at once. So I made some sourdough pizza dough for tonight for us. I made a sourdough pizza dough for the freezer, and I'm attempting a gluten-free sourdough pizza crust.
So that's all 3 of those are sitting here rising. And then I threw together 2 loaves of Amish white bread, which I'm getting ready to form, shape, and put in our bread pans to rise again. That way we have sandwich bread for the weekend. Usually Gary wants some sandwich bread around over the weekend for some lunches, like quick and easy lunches. So I need to always make sure that I have some on hand. I mean, not always, but you know, if I can help it, I want to make sure that I have some because, you know, he just likes to have it around and he works hard for us and provides for us and for me to stay home. So the least I can do is make him a loaf of bread. You know what I mean? Anyway, the kids are outside playing. It's really nice right now. It's supposed to get incredibly hot again this weekend. I mean, it's summer, but those really hot days that I've been talking about, we're supposed to get more of those. And Gary and I were just talking about it. He was like, man, it got hot quick this year. It went from spring to like dead of summer. And that's what, on the way home from Sam's Club, we were having this conversation. And I was like, yeah, I can't even imagine what July and August and beginning of September are going to be if it's already this hot in June with temps, you know, 100-degree temperatures with 110, 115 feel like with the humidity. That's what it is here on the East Coast. It's the humidity. It's really not the temperature, the heat. It's just how humid it gets. And you just walk outside and it's just like immediate sweat, immediate heaviness on you from all of that. Or stay inside because we have no AC. So besides our little window units. But anyway, I'm shaping up these so they can rise. We're gonna do a little bit of school today. I have toyed with the idea of taking the kids to the pool. Gary's dad came over last night for dinner and he had dinner and he told us, you know, feel free to go over and use the pool tomorrow. I don't know. We've been going every single day that I kind of just want to stay home. But at the same time, it's also been really nice all week that we've been going because we have no central AC and it's been hot. So, I don't know. I haven't decided. We might go, we might not. Who knows? I'll decide that later. I think I know we're gonna get some states done today. We're working on our 50 units states, so I wanna get 4 of those done today. We're working through the Midwest right now. And that's about it. I've got laundry going, bread rising, pizza dough rising. So last time I made pizza, what was it? Maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I made 2 extra batches for the freezer, but then my parents came and I was like, hey, do you guys want this? They took those home so that they can have their own sourdough pizza dough. So I don't have any more in the freezer for myself, so I made an extra batch. And actually what I'm thinking is I might pre-bake the crust, make the actual pizzas, like put the sauce on it, put the cheese and pepperoni, and then wrap it in plastic wrap and pop them in the freezer. But I don't know if I want to do that. I was thinking about it last night. I was like, that would be great because I could just pull them out, pop them in the oven, you know, have frozen pizzas on hand. But I might not even do that. I might just throw the pizza dough in the oven and have the pizza dough ready. So I made like a full batch of gluten-free pizza dough. I don't need that much. So also the rest of it, I'm going to freeze in smaller portions. That way when we have pizza, I can just pull hers out. Now hers, I actually was thinking of doing that the same as well. Making individual pizzas, but again, who knows? I always have good intentions, I always have good thoughts, but getting around to doing them, sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. And either way, I don't care because it doesn't truly matter in the end. So whatever happens, happens. I was also talking to my husband and my friend today and I was like, I really need to sit down and meal plan. So I really want to try to meal plan today. Will I do it? I don't know. Again, my intentions are there, but if it doesn't get done, I'm not stressed about it and I'm not worried about it. So I also want to get the floors vacuumed. I do need to do that either today. I mean, I need to do it like yesterday, but if I don't get it done today, I will be doing it tomorrow. But yeah, I don't know. And again, it's going to be really hot this weekend. I haven't talked to Gary about the pool, but last weekend he wanted to spend the entire weekend at the pool. So we might spend the whole weekend at the pool again, and if we do, I won't really have a video because there's really nothing to film because we're in the pool all day. What am I going to film? You know what I mean? So if there's not a video tomorrow, it's because we went to the pool. But if there is a video tomorrow, you'll know. So I don't know. Also, as you saw, the white duck was in the pool today. Tom came back. He's still back. He's been here for a while now, maybe about an hour. So I assume he's going to be leaving soon because he doesn't really hang out that long. So about an hour is his max, and then he'll jump the fence again and go on and do whatever he wants to do. Tom's still hanging out. Tom. He's got his eye on something. What are you doing, Tom? So I'm gonna bake these at 350 for 20 to 25 minutes. Kids, leftovers, because we have leftover beef and rice from the other night still. We have leftover hot dogs, and I think the consensus is hot dogs. So I'm gonna heat up some hot dogs, give kids some plates, and I'll show you what they look like. Nothing fancy. I pulled out some cucumbers and some strawberries along with hot dogs today. So lunch we're doing in these little food trays. So this is actually Layla's. I usually go in order. This is Layla. Everly already ate her cucumbers. Wilder, Ashlyn, me. So for the past few hours, I have been updating my phone. I finally ordered a new phone. I don't know if you can see this. This is my old phone. It is completely smashed and cracked and ruined. And it's been like this for a year at least, if not more. Probably more, honestly. And it's just gotten to the point where it's so slow, it's so messed up, like it just doesn't ever want to work. So I finally upgraded. I've had an upgrade forever. I just didn't want to use it because this one was paid off and I was just being cheap. But I finally upgraded and it took forever. It kept messing up and it wouldn't work. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go to town and get them to do it at the store. But it finally worked. So I got that taken care of, finally. But oh my gosh, I am so happy to have a phone that I can take the case off of, because I couldn't take the case off of this one because it's shattered completely. There you go. There's a much better, clear picture of it. Look at that. It's awful. And there's my camera was all messed up and everything, and I couldn't take the case off and clean it or anything because of that. It just would have fallen to pieces. So I now have a nice new phone. Also, this is the absolute longest that Tom has been here. He got here this morning and he's been here the entire day. He's still outside hanging out with the dogs. I would love to keep him. He looks so skinny. He looks like he needs food. He's eaten 2 bowls of food so far. And I'm really happy that this is the longest he's been here. I would love to keep him, but he jumps the fence. He comes and goes as he pleases. I cannot keep him in the fence because he jumps the fence. If I could keep him in the fence, I would gladly keep him. He's so sweet. He's so adorable. Like, I feel bad for him because he's really jumpy and scared though. Like any movement kind of scares him. Like a couple weeks ago when my parents were here, or we watched my parents' dog. He's so tiny and he barked at Tom and Tom ran away. And Tom's like 40 times his size. He's just jumpy. Is he still here? Yeah, he's still here. Okay, I just got the pizza dough for the freezer in here. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it in the freezer up here. Eventually I'll take it downstairs, but it'll be nice to have just ready to go for lunch or some other time. Here's the gluten-free pizza dough. I'm only gonna use a little bit today, so actually I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna pull out half of it and freeze it as well. And then this will be for tonight for us. This is just regular sourdough pizza dough. So I don't know how well this is gonna work, but I think it'll be good enough because pizza dough's, I think, a lot more forgiving than bread. So we're just gonna push it down and bake it anyway. So I broke it into 3 sections. Didn't measure it out or anything. I just kind of pulled some. So here's one, here's the sourdough pizza dough. This one makes 2 pizzas, like normal size pizzas. It's time to make some pizza. You guys, I spilled hot dog juice all over my white shirt. I hope it doesn't stain. That hot dog juice, I didn't spill it. It actually sprayed off of the, it was on a plate, and I turned on the water and it hit the plate just right and it went psh, all over me. Anyway, we're gonna make some pizza. I'm gonna make up her gluten-free one first, and then we're gonna work on the rest. So let's see if this thing even works well.
What is that?
This is for Layla. I tried to make her a gluten-free crust.
So I watched to make a pizza the other day.
So we have a little bit of open sauce, and then we have a whole nother jar over here. I'm gonna pop this one in the oven and let it cook while I work on the rest. But I'm just gonna top it with some garlic salt. And into the oven this one goes. This is her gluten-free crust with her dairy-free cheese. This dough turned out to be really, really sticky. So the recipe that I use is Farmhouse on Boone, and she says to do 1.5 cups of water. And normally I do 1 cup because I always found that 1.5 cups was too much. And today I forgot and I did the 1.5 cups, and now this one's really sticky. This was the first one that I did. So the second one that I did, I remembered and did less. And that's the one I threw in the freezer. It's a lot less sticky. All right, so let's make up these pizzas. So we're gonna do 1 cheese with some garlic salt. But also I'm gonna add a little bit of this ground beef for Everly. But just on 1 piece, because she doesn't like a lot. She'll probably eat one of that and 1 cheese. And then on this one, we'll do cheese. Pepperoni. A little bit of bacon bits. And then some banana peppers. And some garlic salt. Here's little Miss Layla's pizza. I think I'm gonna give Walter this one too. He's just doing so much better gluten-free. He's still eating it here and there, like he had a hot dog bun and things, but his stomach is doing a lot better with gluten-free things. So I just broke off this little corner and tried just the crust. It's not bad at all. Like, I could eat that pizza. That's actually really good. I used almond flour and brown rice flour. I used the same recipe I used for this. I did for the Farmhouse on Boone, but I did 1 cup of water. I did 1/2 cup of the sourdough gluten-free starter I have. I did 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I did salt, garlic powder, oregano, and then 4 cups of flour, which is what this is. I did 4 cups of almond flour. It was still too watery, so I added the rest of the brown rice flour that I had in my quart jar, and that's all. I just kind of substituted from this recipe into this, and it turned out great. I mean, it's kind of, well, no, it's good. Look, came out good for her. All right, so here's the one pizza. Here's the other one, and then again, I showed you Layla's, but there is dinner tonight. I know, this one looks so good. Okay, so I served dinner tonight with a salad if anybody wants one, or some people have just pizza. Okay guys, I'm gonna end our video. We are outside. It is Friday where we normally do movie night, but it's so nice out here that everybody's out here playing. So we're just sitting out here watching the kids. They're cutting grass, pushing strollers, running around the yard, doing all the fun things. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.